So I gave 50,000 to the Olympic team. Sabi ko, in return, can we use the Olympic rings? The Olympic rings. At that time, they allow it. So we came out with an ad announcing Hapee, the official toothpaste of the Philippine Olympic team. The logo they allow us to use is Olympic ring. So ginawa ko with the Hodori mascot running on a platform on top, carrying the torch and announcing Hapee, the official toothpaste of the Philippine Olympic team. We started the business together with a cousin of mine to do trading. I was at that time trading hardware items. We were selling brass, aluminum, stainless, copper, tingi in Alonso and in Misericordia. I mean, that was at that time Tomas Mapua. Okay? From 1975 up to 1978, together with another friend, I thought it's so difficult to do trading alone dahil ang haba ang terms of payment. We have to extend the terms of payment of 120 to 150 days. So sabi ko walang mangyayari sa atin because we're technically giving money to our customers for them to do other business. So we decided to go look at possible venture in manufacturing. And at that time in 1978, together with another friend from Ateneo, we started a tube manufacturing business for toothpaste. So it was aluminum tubes in 1978. So we started in 1978, and by 1980, we were a major supplier to Colgate and Unilever. And in 1986, to cut the story short, they decided to cut or to change their packaging from aluminum tubes to laminated tubes. So, sarado ang negosyo namin. Sabi ko, anong gagawin namin sa mga makina namin? Sabi ng multinational, problema na ninyo yun. That's your problem. That's not ours. So I had to lay off more than 200 workers, and with so many equipments and tubes in the factory, we decided to close down and do something else. I remember at that time I went to God. I went to the Lord. I said, "Well, Lord, what happened? What is the plan for me in the coming days?" Hapee toothpaste was launched because of a crisis, because of a dilemma, because we had to close our business making tubes. And so in spite with the blessing of the Lord, instead of just producing tubes, we now have a product to put inside the tubes and sell it to compete with our major competitors, the likes of Colgate and Unilever. So that story was started in 1988, and today is more than 36 years already. Ups and downs. Initially, hindi kami kilala. Nobody knows Hapee. So I had to do some commercials. I remember at that time, the first time in 1988, the toothpaste, the Olympic Games was held in Korea. And I was approached by the Olympic Committee at that time. Sabi sa akin, would you be interested to help the Philippine Olympic team? At that time, nobody wanted to help the Philippine Olympic team kasi walang panalo eh. Even now, nahirapan pa rin sila to ask for sponsorship. Now that we have a winner in Carlos Yulo, siguro marami na papasok. Pero after winning, pag dati, walang panalo, walang support eh. I remember at that time, sabi ko, wala kaming maliit lang kumpanya namin eh. We can only afford 50,000. So I gave 50,000 to the Olympic team. Sabi ko, in return, can we use the Olympic rings? The Olympic rings. At that time, they allow it. So we came out with an ad announcing Hapee, the official toothpaste of the Philippine Olympic team. The logo they allow us to use is Olympic rings. So ginawa ko with the Hodori mascot running on a platform on top, carrying the torch and announcing, Hapee, the official toothpaste of the Philippine Olympic team. Ginawa ko, the official toothpaste, malaki yung Olympic rings. And yung the official toothpaste of the Philippine Olympic team, maliit lang sa ilalim. So, people at that time believed that we sponsored the Olympics. So that was the beginning of Hapee getting known in the community. We can afford to sell it at a lower price kasi we were basically using our equipments. And at that time, we also approached a partner, not a partner, a friend in Japan to supply us with the technology. Initially, we launched only a toothpaste that is basically a Japanese formulation. But Japanese formulation is different from the American formulation. There were Western. The Japanese is more salty and walang bula. Ang Filipino, we got used to Colgate Unilever. We want mabula and maanghang na matamis. Ayan, sikreto yan. Sinabi ko na yan. This is the challenge. Throughout the years, we got slowly transformed ourselves. We got we got experts from both Colgate and Unilever to join us as consultants. So now our toothpaste is basically close-up Colgate and all combined, except Gumtech, where we added certain ingredients like allantoin and vitamin E, which is good for the gums. This is locally formulated with technology from a consultant who worked for Unilever for more than 30 years. So, pareho na lahat yan, the toothpaste, except the flavor is different. Our flavor is slightly different because we adapt to what the Filipinos like. When we started, it was basically manual, mano-mano. Today, we're doing it almost automated, most of the process. Of course, we intentionally kept a certain section manual so we can employ the deaf mutes. We have 1/3 of our workforce coming from the hearing impaired, the PWDs. And if I remove the section from my production system, mawawala sila na trabaho. So I intentionally kept it there so we can continue employing the hearing impaired. The hearing impaired is something close to my heart and close to our mission of providing jobs not just for the normal people but also for people with disabilities. There is no conflict between running a business and Christian values. The only challenge we face is people refuse the values of the Bible because you have to follow rules, you have to obey rules. In order to do it quick, to make more money quickly, you have to do shortcuts. You know what I mean? And we don't want that to happen. We want to follow the rules, follow the laws of the government, so that we can be an example for generations to come moving forward. Toothpaste is a very challenging industry. It's called a fast-moving FMCG, fast-moving consumer group. It is mostly controlled by the multinationals, the big three, the giants in the industry, Colgate, Unilever, and Procter & Gamble. It's very hard to challenge them, very hard to find them. You have to find your unique selling point, USP. What is unique with us is we not only sell toothpaste, we take care of the people with disability. That is unique. The Harvard graduate school came here to study how come Hapee here in the Philippines can survive competing with the likes of Colgate and Unilever. And they found out that it's one of the core values, which is being socially responsible, is helping the brand and helping a lot of people to believe in our product. Of course, aside from being socially responsible, you have to continue making improvements little by little. So our formulation today is totally different from where we started 35 years ago. And we are still looking at improvements to see how we can make it even better in terms of packaging, in terms of raw material, in terms of all aspects of marketing, so that we can make our toothpaste world class.